Hyperspace, the do's, the don'ts, the what, the ifs, all brought to you where at? We've all seen hyperspace in action, but do any of us actually know what hyperspace is? In this video, I'm going to explain it step by step what hyperspace is and how it works. Starting off with, what is hyperspace? Now, I'd be lying if I said that I haven't been thinking about a way to physically represent what hyperspace is, because truth is, I can't find a single way to physically show you how hyperspace works, but I can explain it to you. In Legends and in canon, we have hyperspace. Like I said, everybody's seen it, everybody knows how it works-ish. What hyperspace is a parallel dimension that connects our dimension and the next. And what it takes is a ship going light speed using a hyperspace engine to get into hyperspace, which is that dimension where there's everything there, but time does not affect hyperspace like it expects our dimension. That's why you can move from one place to another at a vastly faster time. So, next up, I'm going to try to compare it to light speed to just show you how different our conception of light speed is to Star Wars hyperspace. And disclaimer, hyperspace and light speed aren't feasible right now to us. So, moving up. So light speed. The thing not most easily comparable to hyperspace, but maybe the most compared to hyperspace. Many times I've heard myself responding to a family member or friend asking me how light speed works in Star Wars but doesn't work in real life. Well, it's not in Star Wars is why. Well, it is but isn't. We're talking about hyperspace. Light speed means you're going 186,000 miles an hour and some change. Something that we can't do yet, but we've tried to recreate movies like it. Interstellar probably hits closest to what light speed is and how it works. And why you can't use light speed in Star Wars is because if you're going 186,000 miles an hour, you get caught in kind of a weird time sensation to where time for you slows down, but everything around you keeps going. Like I said, in Interstellar, it's not the same thing, but they represent it really well. In Star Wars hyperspace, time stays the same no matter where you're at. If you're in hyperspace, the time's the same as if you're not. Light speed, you're going faster technically, but the time around you is a lot slower. To where outside, while you're in hyperspace for a day, outside could be a year. You get what I'm saying, right? Now, one thing that they don't show you in the movies and they don't verbally and obviously explain to you in the TV shows, but is available in comics, legends, and really just any encyclopedia for Star Wars, it's not safe at all. What we do hear in the movies and the TV shows is them talking about a navigomputer. And the reason for that is because hyperspace is a parallel dimension. So the planets, the black holes, and everything else is still there. So you can't go just in a straight line from point A to point B without using what they call a hyperlane. Much like a highway, it takes you a very specific way around planets, around black stars, black holes, so you don't crash into them in another dimension. Which, one thing I forgot to tell you is that when you stop your hyperspace engine, you come out of hyperspace going light speed, whether that's in one piece as a ship or thousands of pieces as shrapnel after you've hit a planet or an asteroid field, or if you even make that coming out of a black hole. So what am I saying? Whereas light speed, the only problem you have is time differential, hyperspace, not so safe at all. And in the movies and the TV shows, they make it seem like it's really no big deal. If you're just off by like 1 parsec of distance, it could be life or death. That's why people update the hyperlanes in your navicomputers just like Google Maps or Apple Maps. But let's talk about parsecs. Maybe even after this video, you'll be able to explain to somebody what Han Solo means when he says,
You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Should I have?
It's a ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
well, if you've seen the Solo movie, you'll know that they get 12 parsecs instead of 13. He went through an asteroid field, he almost got eaten by a creature and a black hole. So I'm not sure you can really explain the importance of a hyperlane even more than that. Why it's such a feat that he did it in 12 parsecs is because he didn't go through a hyperlane marked by the Empire or just somebody creating hyperlanes, making maps for the galaxy. So why that's such a big deal is because it's no easy task. As you saw in the Solo movie, it took a lot to get out of there, and then he still had to use his Navicomputer just to finish it off. So yes, us Star Wars fans know that parsec is an amount of distance, not an amount of time. Now you know why we say that in Star Wars. So you've heard me talk a lot about hyperlanes, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is a map of the Star Wars galaxy, and it shows all the hypermaps or hyperlanes and to which planet they go to. And as you can see, there's no just one straight line, which brings me to my next point. You can't just keep going like on a highway. You have to stop to get gas, to get snacks, to go to the bathroom. The longer the distance between the planet or the outpost or the star or the moon, the more stops you're going to have to take. So whether that be stopping at Tatooine, Mos Espa to go get a bantha egg or something, you have to make stops just like a highway. Another interesting feature about hyperspace is your ability to get ripped out of hyperspace. You heard me right. Since you're in a parallel universe, you are still affected by planets, moons, black holes, and even the Empire, as we saw in Rebels. As you're flying through hyperspace, other objects' gravitational pull can still mess up your trajectory, which brings into question, how safe are hyperlanes? As I said before, hyperlanes are often updated because even if you're just a day past updating your hyperlane or navigational computer, a planet could have moved or a moon could have orbited half a rotation, and you could be victim to splunking into the side of a moon. But as of right now, we still don't have hyperspace or the ability to go to light speed. So all of what I just warned you about, don't worry about it, because right now you don't have to. It's not possible, and it's really just not feasible. George Lucas may have been able to thunk it up, but we are not able to make it a reality. But I hope you learned something about it. I hope you learned the difference between light speed, hyperspace, and maybe next time you hear somebody asking about light speed in Star Wars, you know, that's not how it works. It's hyperspace, it's dimensional, it's not speed. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want more videos like this, just leave it down in the comments. If I missed out on something, please just let me know. And as always, guys,
don't join the dark side.
Join WookieMultitude and have a great day.